जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन
यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन
यमुना तेरा वनचारी
यमुना तेरा वनचारी
यमुना तेरा वनचारी
यमुना तेरा वनचारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तेरा वनचारी यमुना तेरा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसुत और भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसुत और भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे राम 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 हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Om Vishwapad Paramhans Paravraj Kachar Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada की जय, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, भक्ति वेदांत परपर्ट की जय, गौर परम। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
दैवीं सरस्वती व्यासं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
ततो जयमुदीरयेत्।
ततो जयमुदीरयेत्।
नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु
नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
भगवते उत्तम श्लोके
भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टके।
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी।
श्रीमद् भागवतम कैंटो 9 चैप्टर 4 टेक्स्ट नंबर 15 and 16. Ambarish Maharaj offended by Durvasa Muni. सीधा श्लोक पढ़े डायरेक्ट वर्ड टू वर्ड
कर सकते
ना मतलब वर्ड वर्ड पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं। श्री शुकवाच
श्रीशुकवाच
अम्बरीशो महाभागः
अम्बरीशो महाभागः
सप्तद्वीपवर्ती महीम्
सप्तदीपावती महीम्
अव्ययां च श्रियं लब्ध्वा
अव्ययां च श्रियं लब्ध्वा
विभवं चातुलं भुवे।
विभवं चातुरं भुवि।
श्री अम्बरीश उवाच
श्रीअम्बरीशोवाच
अम्बरीशो महाभागः
अम्बरीशो महाभागः
सप्तद्वीपवतीं महीम्
सप्तद्वीपवती महीम्
अव्ययां च श्रियं लब्ध्वा
अव्ययां च श्रियं लब्ध्वा
विभवं चातुलं भुवे।
विभवं चातुरं भुवि। अम्बरीशो महाभागः
अम्बरीशो महाभागः
सप्तद्वीपवतीं महीम्
सप्तद्वीपमहीम्
अव्ययां च श्रियं लब्ध्वा
अव्ययां च श्रियं लब्ध्वा
विभवं चातुलं भुवि।
विभवं चातुलं भुवे।
अम्बरीशो महाभागः
अम्बरीशो महाभागः
सप्तदीपावतीं महीम्
सप्तद्वीपवतीं महीम्
अव्ययं च श्रियं लब्ध्वा
अव्ययां च श्रियं लब्ध्वा
विभवां चातुलं भुवि।
विभवं चातुलं भुवे।
अम्बरीशो महाभागः
अम्बरीशो महाभागः
सप्तद्वीपवतीं महीम्
सप्तद्वीपवतीं महीम्
अव्ययां च श्रियं लब्ध्वा
अव्ययां च श्रियं लब्ध्वा
विभवं चातुलं भुवि।
विभवं चातुलं भुवे। बस हो गया। वर्स नंबर 16 मेने अति दुर्लभम पुंसाम
मेनेति दुर्लभं पुंसां
सर्वं तत् स्वप्न संस्तुतम
सर्वं तत्स्वप्नसंस्तुतं
विद्वान विभवन निर्वाणम
विद्वान् विभवनिर्वाणं
तमो विशति यत् पुमान्
तमो विशति यत् पुमान्।
श्री शुकवाच
श्रीशुकवाच
श्री सुखदेव गोस्वामी said
Sri Shukdev Goswami said,
Ambarishah
Ambarishah,
King Ambarish
King Ambarish,
Mahabhagah
Mahabhaga,
the greatly fortunate king
the greatly fortunate king,
Saptadupavati
Saptadvipavatim,
consisting of 7 islands
consisting of 7 islands,
Mahim
Mahim,
the whole world
the whole world,
Abhyayam cha
Abhyayam cha,
and inexhaustible
and inexhaustible,
Sriyam
Shriyam,
beauty
beauty,
Labdha
Labdha,
after achieving
after achieving,
Vibhavam cha
Vibhavam cha,
and opulences
and opulences,
Atulam
Atulam,
unlimited
unlimited,
Bhuvi
Bhuvi,
in this earth
in this earth,
Mene
Mene,
he decided
he decided,
Ati Durlabham
Ati Durlabham,
which is rarely obtained
which is rarely obtained,
Punsam
Pumsam,
of many persons
of many persons,
Sarvam
Sarvam,
everything
everything
he had obtained
he had obtained,
Tat
that
which
which
Swapna Sanstutam
Swapna Samstutam,
as if he imagined in dream
as if imagined in a dream,
Vidwan
Vidwan,
completely understanding
completely understanding,
Vibhava Nirvanam
Vibhava Nirvanam,
the annihilation of that opulence
the annihilation of that opulence,
Tamaha
Tamaha,
ignorance
ignorance,
Visati
Vishati,
fallen into
fallen into,
Yat
Yat,
because of which
because of which,
Puman
Puman,
a person.
a person.
Translation Sukdev Goswami said Maharaja Ambarish, the most fortunate personality, achieved the rule of the entire world, consisting of 7 islands, and achieved inexhaustible, unlimited opulence and prosperity on the earth. Although such a position is rarely obtained, Maharaja Ambarish did not care for it at all. For he knew very well that all such opulence is material, like that which is imagined in a dream. Such opulence will ultimately be destroyed. The king knew that any non-devotee who attains such opulence merges increasingly into material nature's mode of darkness. पर्पट पढ़ें? सब रिपीट करें.
आपके ऊपर नहीं रिपीट करने की आवश्यकता है.
Purport by his divine grace Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. For a devotee, material opulence is insignificant, whereas for a non-devotee, material opulence is cause of increasing bondage. For a devotee knows that anything material is temporary, whereas a non-devotee regards the temporary so-called happiness as everything and forgets the path of self-realization. Thus, for non-devotee, material opulence is a disqualification for spiritual advancement. Om Ajnanam Timirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshunmitam Ena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Asthapitam Ena Bhutale Swam Rupa Kada Mahiyam Dadati Swapadantikam Bande Aham Shri Guru Shri Utapad Kamlam Shri Guru Vaishnavansya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijan Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakhan Vitansya He Krishna Karuna Sindho Din Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Brinda Baneshwari Vrishabhana Sute Devi Pranamam Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम राम। सुकवाच अम्बरीशो महाभाग सप्तद्वीपवतीं महीम् अव्ययां च श्रियं लब्धा विभवं चातुलं भुवि। मैंने अति दुर्लभम पुरुषाम सचत स्वप्न संस्तुतम विद्वान विभवन निर्वाणम ततो विशति यत्पवा। हरे कृष्ण। So I am very happy to be here. And so first of all, I want to thank His Grace Radhika Ramana Prabhu and Amrita Kelly Mataji. At least they kindly invited me. I'm not feeling as a guest. I am feeling I'm at home. And I'm very happy also to see all of you. It is a very wonderful place and full of spiritual potency. And this material world, although this text explaining, which is not very good for spiritual benefit, for spiritual progress, or performing devotional service. Devotional service belongs to spiritual world, not to this material world. But Krishna, everything belongs to Krishna. For us, this is material world. But for Krishna, this is not material world. This is also one of the energy of Krishna. And if Krishna's energy is used for the service of Krishna, then everything becomes spiritual. So, because here Krishna is worshipped in the form of his deity, his holy name is chanted, which is not different from him. Deity is not different from him. Even deities are not different from him. Therefore, although living, this house is living in this place in America, Logan, but it still not belong to this material world. Because here spiritual activities are performed. That is most important. So we are going to hear about King Ambarish. This Bhagavatam describes about great personality, not ordinary person, because nobody attracted to the ordinary person. If you hear about great personality, we get attracted. So when great personality, if they are devotee, how they perform devotional service, all the common people will follow. Just like Radhika Ramana Prabhu's dean and professor, and also one professor, thank you very much, is here. So if they accept God consciousness, all the common people will follow. If president accepts God consciousness, whole America will be peaceful and happy. Because happiness comes from the God, not from individual. So therefore, Bhagavatam describes about King Parikshit, Yudhishthira Maharaj, King Ambarish Maharaj, so many kings. And we can see those who are rich people in this material world, they don't perform devotional service. They are not godly person actually. But here in Bhagavatam, full of the rich people, emperors, learned scholars also. Even it is said, those who are very learned scholars, hardly they become devotee of Krishna. They are very proud. But we can see in Bhagavatam, so many learned scholars, Sripad Sukadeva Goswami, 4 Kumaras, so many learned scholars. Because nothing is obstacle on the path of devotional service. And we see so many living entity on this earth, insignificant, they are not godly. We see so many important, just like demigods, they are godly people. They are godly people. So we are going to hear the life and devotional service of Ambarish Maharaj, which is very, very sweet and attractive for all of us. All of us. And Ambarish Maharaj, he is great devotee. And when Parikshit Maharaj heard how he was chastised by Brahmanas, Durvasa Rishi, here one person who is also great personality called Durvasa Rishi, he has all mystic power. Just like I am sitting here, only a few people are here. If I start flying in the sky, I think so Logan will come to see me. Yes or not? Everybody will come. Yogi means mystic yogi. The yogi, they have 8 achievement. They can fly, they can become smaller than smallest, bigger than biggest. Even they can see that they can touch the sun from here, moon from here. They can enter through sunshine into the sun planet. That is also material. That is also material, not spiritual. So one is greatest yogi called Durvasa Rishi. One is greatest personality, even king, but he is a great devotee of Krishna. And devotee by nature, they are king, either beggar, whoever. Devotee's nature, very meek and humble, very, very tolerant. They are not proud. Because they have spiritual wealth. Anyone gets material achievement, they become very proud. But somebody, if he is spiritually rich, even if he is king of whole world, he will not be proud. You can see example. Example. They become, even insignificant, get little bit, they become proud and puffed up. Anyone who becomes puffed up and he becomes proud, only he does disservice to the people. He exploits the people, harass the people because of his pride. He thinks I am God, everybody follow my order. We can see in the history, in the Bhagavata, in the material world, so many history. Hitler, Napoleon, so many appeared people like this. But here, this character, when we hear character of devotees, and we become, our heart becomes free from pride, lust, all bad qualities. So when King Parikshit heard how Ambarish Maharaj was chastised by Durvasa Rishi, and how Durvasa Rishi wanted to punish him, he surprised. He surprised. And also how King Ambarish tolerated everything. Everything he tolerated. Therefore he is asking question. Oh great personality, Maharaj Ambarish was certainly not exalted and meritorious in character. Maharaj Ambarish was certainly most exalted and meritorious in character. I wish to hear about him. How surprising it is that the curse of Brahman, which is insurmountable, could not act upon him. Brahmanas are very powerful. Brahmanas' power, everybody has different types of power. Just like you are professor, your power is knowledge, your teaching. Similarly, Kshatriya's power is ruling, how they rule. And Brahmana's power, their word. Whatever they speak becomes truth. That is power of Brahmana. And those who are worker class people, their power is service. They control everybody by his service. Children, they control everyone by crying. They cry. So, Maharaj was such a powerful personality. Even Brahmanas, if Brahmanas happens, if he say Brahmanas, means intellectual class of people. Brahman means those who are truthful, those who are austere, those who controls over his senses, who is tolerance, who is very humble and godly person. Arjavam, godly person. They have such power, only this quality if somebody develops, whatever they speak, it will happen. If say you will die, you will die. Whatever they speak, that is power of their word. And if we say here, people will not believe in this age of Kali. But this is true. So then Parikshit Maharaj surprised, how is it possible Ambarish being a Kshatri, means ruler, and upon him Durvasa's curse does not happen. How is it possible? He's surprised. Therefore, he asked this question. He asked questions. This means Ambarish Maharaj is greater than Durvasa Rishi. Why is greater? Because anyone becomes a devotee of Krishna, he develops Brahmanical quality plus he develops God's quality. Anyone if develops truthful, if he is honest, control over senses, this is not a godly quality. This is on the mundane platform. Even so many people are truthful without becoming godly person. So when somebody becomes devotee of Krishna, devotee of God, automatically he develops godly quality plus Brahmanical quality, everything. Therefore, devotees are greater than Brahmanas. That is the reason. And other thing, Brahmanas curse, Brahmanas punishment on the material platform. Devotees are on the transcendental platform. Therefore, Brahmanas curse cannot be affected on devotee. They are not affected at all, anywhere. Just like if you start shouting on me, if I am actually devotee, I will not be affected. I will not be affected. And somebody is not devotee, he will feel, anger will appear, he will start fighting. We can see this in the life of Ambarish Maharaj. We will read there. So therefore, Sukadeva Goswami, after hearing these wonderful questions, this question for the benefit of everyone, his question, because everybody will be attracted to adopt the behavior of Ambarish Maharaj, means they will become devotee. That is meaning. So he started explaining, Ambarisha Mahabhaga Saptadvipa Mahim. Saptadvipa Vati Mahim. First he appreciated Ambarish Maharaj's opulences. He is a greatly fortunate person. Here in this material, you have good house, good car, good children, good wife, you are very fortunate. Not one thing. If you have only your health is very good, you are not very fortunate. If you have a house, if you don't have good wife, you are not fortunate, actually. Yeah. So, and here Ambarish is, I am talking, giving example, one house. Ambarish is emperor of the earth. Just see. Here people have some maybe property. If you have $100 million, people will worship him. Yes? What about Ambarish? And in spite of all these things, how is it possible? Abhyam cham sirvam labdha vibhavam chatulam bhavi. And his Sriyam means Lakshmi. Means he has blessings of Lakshmi. That's why all these things he got. Atulam vaibhavam, unlimited opulence. Nobody can even imagine, nobody can calculate his opulence. Nobody can calculate such opulence. First thing he is describing how he was materially greatest personality. From the material point of view, he is greatest personality. He has unlimited opulence. He was the 7 islands. Saptadvipa Mahim. Mahim means earth. 7 islands. He was the emperor of the 7 islands. And his island is not, there was no water, no. Atulam Vaibhavam. All the islands were very, very opulent. Everything. Just see, first he describing Sukadeva Goswami his material opulence. Then how he is thinking about material things. That is most important. Then he explained, Mene ati durlabham punsam sarvam tata swapna sansutam. Swapna sansutam. He was thinking all opulences is like a dream. Sometimes, in dream we become a president. In dream. Actually, in dream we become president. And in dream also, we become very great person. We start flying in the dream. So many things we see in the dream. But how many hours? 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Same thing, Ambarish was thinking all opulence like a dream. And that is true also. Just like whatever you have, whatever we have, as long as we have body there, we feel. As soon as this body is finished, everything will be finished. That dream may be 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours might. But this dream material may be 50 years, 60 years, not more than 100 years. Our material position cannot be long last than 100 years. Whatever. Just like you are professor. As long as you are teaching in the university, you are professor. As soon as you retired, nobody will bother you. Nobody will come and do namaskar. Even president, your president. He is president. And everybody will follow his order. And as soon as next election comes, he will not be president. Chances he cannot be president. He can be also president. But as soon as he is not president, so nobody remembers, so many presidents, nobody remembers anyone. So same thing, this material opulence also like a dream. We always think, whatever we have material, therefore there is no discrimination. Nobody will exploit. If you think, I got something, for maybe, even you cannot say it will remain, this opulence will remain even 100 years, 50 years, 30 years. Maybe next day you will come on the road, become very poor. It happened also, all the time. Happened. So, but this is true, but how many people are realizing? No one. But Ambarish Maharaj always thinking. Always he was thinking, this, my kingdom, all the opulence like a dream. But nobody, when we wake up, But nobody writes book about dreams. Nobody work according to his dream. Even if you want to work, it's not possible to work. Dream is dream. Same thing here. He thinking, this is dream. This means he has no attachment at all. And that is, this consciousness only appear when we are God consciousness, when we are devotee of Krishna. Otherwise not possible. When we perform devotional service under the lotus feet of Krishna, three things appears. Three things. Bhakti paresanubhav विरक्ति अन्यत्र स्यात् तीन एक काल है. Bhakti means devotional service. Service to God. Service to Krishna. When we start performing, devotional service means following the instruction of God, instruction of Krishna. So when we start performing devotional service, then we develop detachment from material things. And actually, this is not detachment, this is real knowledge. Just like if some child has attachment with knife, what will happen? Knife always cut the finger, mouth, anywhere to the child. Same thing, material opulence gives pain and suffering to the people. First, because we become very proud, we become mentally disturbed. We start acting like a crazy person. As soon as we get so much, more than, it is described just like our opulence should be like as much as we can maintain our family, our friends and relatives, not more than that. We can live peacefully and we can also maintain children and also we can serve render some service to the society. Then very good. If we have more than that, then we'll forget service to the children even, to the society, to the community. We become ourselves in the center. So how is it possible to develop detachment? Possible because we get experience. Anubhav, experience. A real experience means this material things only gives pain only. Pain. And you can see here, America is the richest country on the earth. But I feel, I live in third world country in Kenya. I feel here they are more slave of material advancement. And third world country, they can live very peacefully. Everybody gets job. Here also everybody gets job. But everybody becomes a servant. Here, in third world country, even they don't have very big house, but still, in Corona time, everybody was eating. Less people died, less problem. Everybody getting fruits and fresh water. And there was not much problem of oxygen, especially I have experience in Kenya and Nairobi. When I was going from the temple to the farm, so at the farm, all the workers telling, no, Corona is only in Nairobi, not at the farm. we don't have it. Actually, it's true. No mosque, nothing. They were living very peacefully. So they were not affected. And people live very happily. There is no such discrimination. They serve each other very nicely. They are very simple people you have seen. That's why people go to see Masai Mara jungles, simplicity. How Masai can walk with lion? Here nobody can walk with lion. So point is here, we can see everybody became slave due to material advancement. Everybody became slave due to material. But they don't have mercy to the people. They don't have, because there is no spiritual advancement. There is no relation, no nothing. Nothing. There one person even died. If he is alone, but still 50 people will come to help him. One person died there, 50, 100 people will come to help him. They feel very happy. So, because when we perform devotional service, then we can see how material world is painful. This is called experience. Bhakti paresano bhav. Then they would have automatic detachment. There is no artificial. There is no artificial. Therefore, they don't throw their wealth into the fire. No. They use for the service of Krishna. Service of Krishna means for the service of everyone. Everyone. So here explaining, Mene at durlabham punsam sarvam chas, which is very, very difficult to obtain this material wealth. It's not easy. Just like if you want to do PhD, you are doing, how many years you take? Just maybe 70 years, 18 years, 20 years. Yes. After that, if you don't get job, what will happen? They're useless. One in the mind, I have done this. Yes or not?
Unemployed PhD is worse than an unemployed BA.
So you can see here, not easy, very difficult to attain this education, post and position. Very, very difficult. But after attaining, he was thinking like a dream. This is a very particular surprise that, okay, everybody hungry for that, everyone hungry. Because if you write doctor in your, first in your name, everybody will respect. The same thing I am speaking, nobody will bother me. If Dr. Ravi starts speaking, so many people will come. Yes, true or not? So everybody wants to, this title, point is this. But he has attained everything. But still he thinks like dream. That's why he must hear. Why he thinking? Why he thinking? This means something is getting more than this. He is getting more satisfaction this. Otherwise, how he can think? King Ambarish, something is getting something more than that. This is more opulent, more valuable, more everything better. Otherwise, how he can think? How, just like you have bicycle, riding on the bicycle. If somebody gives you Mercedes, you will lament? No, you leave the bicycle immediately. Nobody will lament, oh, where is my bicycle, where is my, unless he is full. Same thing, he is getting better than this kingdom. More opulence must be there. That's why he thinking. Otherwise, how vidwanam vibhava nirvanam tamo visat yat puman. Otherwise, how is it possible? It's not possible. So, this is very wonderful. This is beginning we are. Later on it will be. So, can I go next word? No need. Question answer. 15 minutes will be.
Question answer.
You want, other words is very important words. If you want, I can go other words. Very important.
Yeah. Oh, so you want to do the next
No,
one?
up to you.
Yeah, maybe we can see if there's some questions.
Other words is very important. How he developed this consciousness. Next verse explains. Very wonderful.
So we can read the next verse quickly and then question answer.
Then I will explain tomorrow also. 70. Vasudeve Bhagavati tad bhaktesu cha sadhusu prapto bhavam param vishwam ena idam lostavati smita. Maharaj Ambarish was a great devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva, and of the saintly persons who are Lord's devotee because of his devotion. he thought of the entire universe as being as insignificant as a piece of stone. That is most important. So how, even if you keep, just like if you keep $1 million within your pocket, at the same time thinking just like a piece of paper. This is like a piece of paper. And to earn a $500, $1,000 every day, you have to work maybe 10 hours, 12 hours. Yes or not?
Yeah.
$2,000, $5,000 every day. Yeah. If somebody earning every day $1 million, if he thinking, it's like a piece of paper. Yeah. Materialistic people will think like he's crazy. But those who have knowledge, they think, it does not mean he's throwing in the fire. No. He's keeping, but he's thinking like a piece of paper. This consciousness is very, very advanced consciousness. Very advanced consciousness. How such a thinking? I have everything, but this is nothing. So how this can come? Thinking all the opulence like iron, lost worth. It is described in Niti Shastra. Atmat par matavat pardaresu par dravyes lostvat atmavat sarvbhutesu yah pasyasya pandita. Wonderful lesson. Every woman except my wife like my mother. Every woman except wife, we should treat like mother. Paradravyas, all the people's wealth for me, like iron, like a stone. Except whatever I have, maybe few dollars, that is valuable for me. This means he has no greed. He will not steal. He can sleep peacefully. Matavat pardaresu pardrabbesu atmat sarvbhutesu. If we think everybody like me, if somebody insults me, I feel so much pain. If somebody pinch me, I will feel I should not do to others. Anyone he understands three things. He is a learned person. In your university, people, your students, they learn this thing in your university.
Right.
Yes, professor, you teach this thing? Not. How people? We are in more advancement means all the woman is for my pleasure. Yes or not? Not my mother. If material advancement. And greed means, nobody should, everybody respect me. And even all the people can die for my pleasure. All the people can die for my pleasure. And greed such means, everybody become poor, I will become rich. Just like one factory, 1,000 people works, only one person get benefit. Other people get little. They burn their blood. How much they get? Very little. This is called knowledge. Same thing, lost word used. He is thinking. How is it possible? Therefore, verse explaining. Vasudeva Bhagavati Tata Bhakti. There's three things we should do. If somebody wants to come on this consciousness, he should be godly person, he should worship to the God. How? Tad bhaktesu. Unless you worship, just like somebody does not, if he is not respecting professor, he cannot become professor. He has to learn from professor to become a professor. Same thing, if you want to become godly person, you have to worship godly person. Tad bhaktesu. Explaining it. Tad bhaktesu. And same time, sadhusu. Bhakta can be defined different way. Sadhu is perfection of bhakt. Bhakt can be beginners, can be second class and first class also. Sadhu means all the time first class. Therefore, sadhus, those who are first class person, must be always respected. First class devotee. And bhaktes means always take guidance from devotee. Either from first class or second class or third class. Therefore, Rupa Goswami said, he said, Adav Guru Padasret, Krishna Dikshadi Shikshanam, Visambhena Guru Seva Sadhu Marg Anugambanam. In order to attain this platform, first take shelter of his spiritual master. Why? Take lesson. Krishna Diksha. In order to develop love of Krishna, take lesson. Take commitment. Diksha means commitment. Diksha means commitment. Shiksha means everyday lesson. Learning. And follow the instruction of the spiritual master and be sadhu. But your path should not be different from the path shown by saintly person. That is important. Then this platform we can attain this platform. Now I have 10 minutes, so we'll discuss further tomorrow. Same verse then again. Any question, any comment?
Questions, comments, thoughts?
Yes.
Maharaj, thank you so much for the lesson today. You talked about service, like for example, working class people, their service is their job there, and that is how they serve the world. So I want to know if Ambarish Maharaj was given the title of king by someone, or did he want it himself? And I think what I also want to know is what can we learn from his service as king?
No, very great from beginning. You can see there is no discrimination. Here discrimination means according to material things. Just like anyone, here in this way somebody professor, somebody doctor, somebody engineer, somebody worker, according to material achievement. And when we can see he has such platform, he is king, but he is not discriminating. To follow? He is thinking this achievement like a lost what? Insignificant. To follow? This one thing. This is his conscience. Now how he achieved this consciousness, that is a lesson for all of us. Here, just I described because of here somebody worker class, here business class, that is different because of I describe on the material platform. But he is not on the, even he is on the top platform, still he is thinking I mean nothing, insignificant. So how that is the important part, how he achieved. That's why next verse describes devotion. So only devotee, just like here, if he hear some illiterate people who come, still you will be happy. He allow me here. They can chant with us, they can dance with us. Even president come, he can dance with us. We don't discriminate. We don't discriminate. Everybody will eat same prasadam, same thing, same welcome. This is not great achievement. Why? Because we consider everybody the part and parcel of Krishna God. Everybody is not in this body soul to follow. And he explaining here, Swapnavas means for maybe few hours. So our material achievement for few hours. Few hours. Just like anything, very expert. Maybe you are very expert speaker. But some problem, disease come in the tongue, you cannot speak. You cannot speak. Then all your achievement is finished within a second. Just you cannot teach. You studied 20 years, become a professor. You cannot teach. Means finished your achievement. Yes or not? This is material things. Any temporary, any time can be finished. Just like I was preaching in Kenya, my one friend, he was a champion badminton player in Africa. Within 1 second, one stroke came, he was playing. That time stroke came. Finish everything. We don't realize, we are seeing every day, pasyan apna pasyan, but we don't realize. Because we don't realize, that's why we don't accept spiritual life seriously. When we realize, we are going to accept. How we realize? With associate, when we associate with devotee. Clear?
Yeah.
Thank you. Other question?
Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj. Especially for explaining about the Vasha Rishi. I was always confused, thinking about him. He's such a learned scholar, but he doesn't have control on his anger, and he's cursing everybody. And I was always confused, like, how come he was like that? But you explained very nicely that, so he was not a devotee, he was just a mystic, right? A Brahmana, and that's why he considered himself a very big person. But if somebody is a devotee, that person is automatically is a Brahman. And I had always this confusion, and I was asking so many people, like, when Durvasha Rishi was considered such a scholar person, and he's very famous, but he was cursing everybody. He gets angry like within seconds. So thank you so much,
Just see Durvasa, such a great personality, he can fly in the sky. He went up to Vaikuntha Lok, nobody can go. But he could not tolerate that Ambarish Maharaj, he drank one drop of water. What is the use of his achievement? You can't tolerate that he had drank one drop of water. You are such affected.
So he was not a devotee, right?
No. Otherwise, how is it possible?
Someone can achieve all those mystic things, but still he cannot be a devotee.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. So, one quality of devotees you were saying to Vivek that they don't discriminate.
That is perfection,
Perfection of devotees.
not beginners. Just like if we start beginning, not discriminate, then you will get a problem.
Yeah.
Let naturally come. Okay.
Yeah. So why is it that, or my question is it that only devotees don't have discrimination? Or,
Because
for example,
devotee, I understand. Because devotee, they don't think they think I am the soul, I am partner of past Krishna. Everybody belongs to Krishna. There is cause of discrimination.
Why would someone who is not God conscious but who has some other philosophy, like we are all one, or we are, you are also divine, I am also divine, and I see myself in you. Someone with that philosophy, why will they fall short? Why will they not be able to have the devotee's consciousness of no discrimination?
Because they don't appreciate devotee's activities. Nobody can become God consciousness unless somebody understand devotee's action, devotee's service. It's not possible. This is example, Hiranyakashipu Prahlad. Hiranyakashipu, such greatest scholar, greatest personality. Even he can raise eyes towards a sky, all the demigods start shaking. But he could not understand. Where is God? Where is not God? God is everywhere, but he could not understand unless God came to kill him. So unless somebody appreciates Bina Mahat Padarajo Vishekam, unless he gets mercy of devotee, he will not understand this philosophy. It is not possible. God is adhokshat, beyond the sense perception. So how can you understand by your senses? Senses can be used, that is secondary, but you cannot understand. That is reason.
So what is the difference between Hiranyakashipu and Rishi Durvasa? Both were like mystic, right? Both were like very powerful.
No, Durvasa is different. Durvasa was very gentle person. And he was not demon. He was yogi to follow. But he did demonic activities because he insulted Ambarish. But he was completely on grass level. Durvasa, he controlled senses. He controlled 100% senses. But he could not control his anger because his mind was not thinking about Krishna. This is difference. And Hiranyakashipu was on the grass plate. In one sense, you are right, not much difference. But another sense, Durvasa, Hiranyakashipu completely on grass platform. He was on subtle platform. So you can stop here. You can conclude, say something. The professor can understand also. Might he will not understand what I am talking.
Was the accent difficult? No. Yeah, I think he understood.
Sorry, I speak in Kenyan accent and mixed with Indian.
Thank you. It was a wonderful talk. I was just thinking how Durvasa Muni was externally very purified, right? His behavior was very pure. His activities were very pure. His eating was very pure. But the heart was not purified. And for a devotee, we can see sometimes a devotee externally, they may not be fully all perfect, Ritually, they may not be perfect in all their activities. But the heart is completely purified by service to them.
But that is beginners. Even beginner devotee's heart is very good, but maybe action because of previous habits. But perfection, even dog eaters can develop Paramhansa's behavior. And dog eaters attains perfection of devotion service, perfect stage. There is no little bit difference between dog eater and Paramhansa, if they attain perfection. But in the beginning, devotee's heart is very good. Maybe due to previous habit, he is not acting perfectly. So we can stop here. Grantha Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Sri Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Jai.
So there's breakfast prasad for everyone.